If no player in the hockey game records a single point, did it even really happen? Avs win over the New York Islanders 1-0 in the shootout.
Colorado has won the Stanley Cup.
At risk of stating the obvious, both teams' goaltenders were by far the best players in this game, and I say that not because they both pitched a shutout through regulation and overtime, but because this game did not have a lack of offense. It was just that the goalies were keeping everything out of the nets and playing great. The Avs have been on a long stretch now where they've had a lack of finishing, and while that is technically true in this game too, they didn't score a goal except for in the shootout, I don't really have a problem with their lack of finish tonight. They put on a number of good shots, a number of shots that on any given night could beat a lesser goaltender. But Ilya Sorokin just played extremely well. And on the flip side, the Avs did play solid defense, but still gave up a number of high-quality opportunities to the Islanders, and Georgiev made most of them look pretty easy. And that's the funny thing about quality goaltending, it's hard to even pull out highlights from them at times because they're making it look easy. It doesn't look like an oh my god incredible save, it looks like a routine save when in reality it's great. So I don't have a ton of highlights. In fact, I don't really have any highlights beyond the shootout for this game, and I really don't have a ton to say about it. I will say it was a fun hockey game. I love close hockey games, and it was a good battle both ways. Both special teams played quite well, even if Cale Makar did decide to decline a penalty. It was the right call, by the way. That was definitely not a penalty. And you ended up in a game where one play was going to make the difference. And that Makar penalty decline must have gave the Avs good karma, because they really didn't take any bad bounces in this hockey game, which is how things are supposed to work a lot of the time, but lately it has felt like the Avs have caught some tough breaks here and there. Yes, you still would have loved for the Avs to finish this one in regulation, especially with how dominant they were with puck possession. They were in control of the game, certainly through the entire second and third periods. The first started a little slow, but they survived that, and then were, in my opinion, the better team. But when you run into good goaltending, you just have to find a way to make it work, and that's what the Avs did. And right now, making it work is all you can ask for, and maybe more than you can ask for on any given night from Colorado's lineup. Now I'm a realist. My wife just called me a doomer for that take. Agree or disagree in the comments. I love the consistency from the Avs throughout this game. They actually probably got better as the game went on, so it's pretty much great. And again, it wasn't for lack of opportunities. They played good offense. They just couldn't beat Sorokin. In overtime, we've seen the new look Avalanche overtime where they play very passively, very patiently. And this is the one you really would have liked to see JT Compher finish. He had a wide open net to shoot at and just airmailed the thing. I think if you have a problem with tonight anywhere, it's probably that play. Yes, I know the puck was rolling, but you would really like to see that get finished. It doesn't go that way, though, and comes down to the shootout. And for the most part, this is still just credit Georgiev. He stops all three shooters he faces to help the Avs win. Sure, some of those pucks rolled off of sticks, this, that, and the other thing, but you put them in a shootout situation, he got the Islanders to grip those sticks a little bit too hard and forced them into mistakes by playing so well. For the Avs, the only person to put a puck into the net tonight was Evan Rodriguez, and I have this little side-by-side because this is a carbon copy of the shootout goal he had against the Rangers earlier this year. It really is incredible, the consistency between those two shootout attempts. Granted, this time he didn't fall over, so, he's actually getting better at it. So it was a fun game, one that I personally struggle to put into this format of a breakdown and review. I think you should go watch it. Maybe not because it's the funnest game in the world, but because you can take a lot of interesting stuff from a hockey game like this. You just have to know there's no goals getting scored. That is the end of this game video review. Thank you for watching. Head on over to thednvr.com for all of our coverage. I am Rudo, and I actually like 0-0 games.